Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. We are very honored to have in the studio with us a Gold Star mother. That is Sandy Terwiske, who lost her son, Alec Terwiske, in the Iraq War.
No,
in the
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan War, okay,
Yes.
in the Middle East.
Yes.
And we also have with us, we'll accept him, and that is Steve LIndauer.
Public Affairs Officer.
He's the Public Affairs Officer, the PAO, for the SILD Marines. I guess, Steve, let's start off. It's been a while. What are the SILD Marines?
SILD Marines. SILD stands for Southern Indiana Leatherneck Detachment. We're number 931. So we are a veterans organization, a national veterans organization. We happen to be the local chapter, if you would want to call it that. Our local detachment is what we call it. So our main goal, being a veteran organization, just like VFW or Legion or something like that, same type of organization. We're a lot smaller, a lot more elite, like the Marine Corps is. We have fewer members, but those tend to be pretty active. We've got associate members, of which Sandy is one. We've got a lot of other ones. We've got other branches of the service members that are veterans and are very active in our organization. So our goal and what we do is we help veterans. We send out care packages to people that are deployed. Like when Alec was deployed, and I don't know if we ever sent anyone.
Yes,
over there.
we did.
Okay, so
twice.
So we sent care packages, and it doesn't have to be just Marines. It can be any branch of the service. So we do that. We work with the 4-H. We just recently helped some of the 4-H shooting sports people. We donate a little bit of money to them.
We do scholarships.
Scholarships. Thank you very much.
Honor flights.
Honor
parades.
flight. Toys for tots.
Yes.
Sandy's going to talk about honor flight just a little bit. We just had one last week, 2 weeks ago.
April 23rd.
Okay. And she's heavily involved in that. I'll let her talk about that here in just a little bit. But so those are some of the sort of things we do. Golf scramble we got coming up this October coming up. Thank you. She's good. She's on my set.
She's the PAO.
Yeah, I told you it's Beauty and the Beast. I mean, we got it here, so it's all good. It's all good. So. Yeah, so those are the things we do, just Marines helping Marines, and it's actually expanded out to other branches of the service. So as we can, and it's monetarily available, we do when we can monetarily, and we certainly give emotional and support every time, so.
And you obviously can make a donation to the SILD Marines anytime you'd like.
Absolutely.
Anytime through the year for all the programs.
Visit our website, and under that website, SILD Marines with an S.com. Go into that, you'll see the activities, and you'll see the different events we're doing and some of the things we've done in the past.
Okay, and you have an event coming up that is a fundraiser, and that is celebrating Armed Forces Day and in honor of Alec Terwiske. That is the Armed Forces Day run?
Yeah, it's the Armed Forces Day 5K walk and fun run.
Okay.
Yeah, or fun walk.
It'd be more like a walk for me.
You could walk either way and have fun with it. But yeah, we're dedicating that to Alec this year. Sandy, God bless her, she's our Gold Star mom. She's one of our active associate members. She's got the phone call no parent ever wants to get. And so we've asked her to be a part of it, and if we'd be give us the honor to honor her son in this Armed Forces Day, and she graciously agreed, and so.
I'm very grateful that everyone still wants to honor and support Alec, or just be there and have things that honor him. I'm very grateful for that, because as long as they keep doing that, he will always be remembered.
Yeah, keep that memory going of what he stood for and what he did for the nation when he.
And I'm so thankful for all the love and support of all the people that still do that. So it means a lot.
Tell us a little bit about Alec. He was a Marine, obviously.
He was a Marine,
but he was from Northeast Du Bois.
He was a 2010 graduate from Northeast Du Bois High School. He played baseball and he was on the swim team there. He joined the Marines. Well, he left for boot camp July 19th of 2010. He earned his EGA October 15th of 2010, and he was deployed in April of 2012, and he was killed on Labor Day, September 3rd, 2012.
I might mention, picking up on some of this conversation here, we had a conversation a while ago. Sandy was sharing with us that on every Memorial Day, Alec made a big impact with a lot of Marines that he served with, and I'll let her tell you what.
And there's
happened.
like every Memorial Day. In fact, I already have texts from several of them saying, "Hey, are you going to be around Memorial Day weekend because we want to visit?" Every Memorial Day, there's anywhere between 20 and 30 Marines that served with Alec that will drive anywhere from 2 to. There's some that have drove 4 hours already one way, just to come visit and spend the whole entire day with me and share stories about Alec.
Wow. What a family
Yes,
that has created.
it's a brotherhood like no other. I mean, the support you get that I have received from them has given me the strength,
Now, this fun run walk is for the SILD Marines to raise money.
It's a fundraiser.
But in what way will his name be on the T-shirt?
Absolutely. We'll have that on, and we'll talk just a little bit about the day of.
Okay.
But it's just our way of trying to honor him. We actually had planned this a few years prior, but COVID interrupted the world for a couple of years straight there. So it now gives us the opportunity to do that. We're glad to do it.
So now you need people who will run or walk.
Run or walk.
This is for people who run.
Yeah.
Not me. And this is for people who walk, like me.
Right.
Okay. Talk about how, and when it depends on when you're watching this. You still might be able to register online. If not, you can register the day of the event. If you would tell us about that.
Yes, you can. So if you want to come the day of, I think by this Friday. You can still do it online, but this Friday the 13th, it's done, and that's not anything just because the way we got to set it monetarily and all that. It is what it is. But you can come the day of, and the cost of the run is $25 for pre-registration. So today, if you're seeing this on Friday, this is it. So you have to get it in there. On race day, it's $30, and then of course you can get a T-shirt for I think it's $20. Yeah, $20 you can get a T-shirt that day, whether you run or not. It might be a good commemorative kind of thing where it'd be a good thing if, particularly if some of his classmates and some of you students from Du Bois, Celestine area, if you want, it's a good thing. It might be a one-of-a-kind thing, So we'll have those T-shirts available. And the course is like it always has been. Those of you who have run this race before, it starts up there behind Kimball and behind Ubelars on 12th Avenue there at the Jasper Sports Complex. It starts there, goes on Old Huntingburg Road, picks up on Division Road, comes back around. I guess it actually picks up on the Huntingburg Road and comes back on 12th Avenue, comes back. So it's, I've never had to worry about, getting lost on the race because I'm always following somebody. So,
That would be me.
Yeah, the joke is that the very last time I ran, which has probably been 15 or 20 years ago, the joke is that some of my comrades would always joke about that there was a gal in pushing a carriage, with babies in it, and she passed me up. To be fair, she was pushing 2 babies, which I look at it like, well, there's 3 against 1, so
That's right.
which probably doesn't help my case any at all, but it made me feel better a little bit. So. But it is good. I think my grandson's going to run into this year. He's 10, my son and my grandson. And then I got a younger grandson at 7, and I'm a granddaughter that's 8. She's with the girls on the run, and just put a plug in for those. They had a great run here a couple of weeks back, and we'd like to see a lot of those young ladies come up and share with us and kind of run in it. So
okay, so if somebody wants to run, that's great.
It is.
But it's also nice just to walk.
Yeah,
a Saturday morning. What a great way.
Nice weather, and it's spring. You're not. Sometimes we've even run in the rain, and that's fine. That's if you're a real runner. That's just what you do. It's kind of a nice thing anyway. But fully 25% of our occupants or of our participants are walkers, and so a lot of the businesses in town, Kimball, Master Brand, people like that. Indiana Furniture, those people, Jasper Group, they will send a group up, and sometimes it will go into their program with insurance, where it knocks your insurance premiums down a little bit. Is that a flex spend, something like that? So they can participate in that. So they can check that off, and we can sign a piece of paper for them saying that they participated in that. They can take it back to their place of business.
So if you don't pre-register, don't worry about that. You can also just show up that day if you don't know what you're doing on the 21st. Right. What time does it start? What time do you need to be there to? Is it 8?
Want to try that one?
The race starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, so you want to be there definitely earlier than that, so you have plenty of time to pre-register and get your T-shirt.
Okay, and this is at the Youth Sports Complex.
Correct. Where all the softball fields, baseball fields over in Jasper.
And plenty of parking. I'm sure that the city of Jasper will appreciate this. Please don't park in the grass. There's plenty of parking lots that you can park in.
Yeah.
Yes.
It used to be had a big grass lot up there, but they've actually paved that over now, and it's huge. It's plenty big enough for everybody. So, yeah, I would be honored if we actually ran into a problem with parking. I don't think that'll be a problem, but yeah, it's going good.
We'll start promptly at 8 o'clock. So also, if you're driving the Huntingburg-Jasper Road, that back road in that area, please beware on Saturday morning, the 21st, that people will be walking or running. So please drive a little slower and give them the right of way.
Yeah, we've got signs out there. We've got some people. You know, we start this. We're there like at 6 o'clock already. We're setting up tents and setting up audio system and all that, and so we put signs, warning signs up, and we do have shag vehicles. We got one in the front of the race, and we got one in the back, kind of protecting the runners and walkers, and it's usually pretty much the whole thing's done within an hour or so. The very first runners, we've had them in there as 14 minutes and some change. You know, the very first people coming in, and then the other ones might straggle in, shortly after an hour. But it's a good time. There's no pressure. You just come and enjoy. There is we like to do a thing where we have it kind of at random. When you register, if you get in there beforehand, pre-register stuff, you get a packet, and we'll have there's tickets. I think WBDC this year gave a packet for what was it?
Holiday
World tickets.
So there's a few other things like that. It's just kind of at random that you might be able to, just as an incentive for people to come and join us.
Okay, so the race starts at 8 o'clock on Saturday, May 21st.
Yeah, try to be there at 7 if it's possible.
Okay, get yourself ready and warmed up.
You bet.
Okay, Sandy, let's talk a little bit about you're involved with the Honor Flight, which just recently happened.
Yes. If you ever get a chance to go out and go to an honor flight, it's a very humbling experience. The veterans are so grateful to see, especially the Welcome Home Parade. That's what I'm involved in. I hand the veterans a red carnation as they get off the plane before they begin the parade. And and welcome them home and thank them, and just to see them, the smiles, and some of them are so emotional, the tears. And then when they play the national anthem, you will hear so many of them just singing along real quietly, and it kind of like echoes in there because it's so quiet. And it's just a very, very humbling experience. And if anybody ever gets a chance, they really need to go be there for that.
And this happens every year?
Yes, it's twice a year. It's once in the spring, once in the fall.
Next one is?
I'm not sure yet. I don't think they really have a date set yet.
For those of you out there, just keep in touch.
It will be like probably, I'm saying it'll be in November, somewhere into October, first part of November.
Again, go to our website. You can find it. I'm sure you guys will probably have it on the air at some point in time, but it'll be all over.
And it takes money to do that.
It does.
Right? Because, I mean, you got to fly. You fly each one.
Well, your veterans is all free.
Yes, right.
And then whoever goes along to help them, it's $500, for them. But there are so many organizations and stuff. You cannot let that stop you. There are a lot of organizations and churches out there that will pay that $500 for, just so that veteran can go and his person can go with him.
Okay, or if you as an individual would like to make it,
yes,
I guess through the SILD, you can say, I'd like to give this money
for the honor flight. Yes, and there's also the Southern Indiana Honor Flight online or on Facebook also, where you can
go
donate
to their website
to them. Yes,
Google it or whatever, and you can go directly there and dedicate.
Yes,
to be clear, Honor Flight pays for that veteran, but we actually rent that whole plane and the crew.
Right.
So that's dedicated just to those veterans. And so it's quite an operation. It's very much a military campaign. It really is, and it shows up that way too. Because when you get to the other end, there's buses, and there's doctors and EMTs on board of the plane, as well as when you get there.
And a lot of times in Washington D.C., I went one year. Toyota had me go, and the next one's October 29th.
Okay.
So they had me go, and when we got in Washington D.C., they had a welcome party right there for all the veterans and stuff also, and. It's just really a humbling experience. oldest member, I think, that went this last time was 97 years old, a World War II veteran. Very.
Wow.
So we're getting to where we're really getting low on the World War II veterans. So
Right.
We're well into Korean War veterans. Some of us one in the
there
same.
were a lot of Vietnam veterans
Vietnam
this
vets,
last time.
and so
And
yeah.
I've been handing applications out to Vietnam veterans since this last flight.
So you out there, if you've got a loved one or someone you know that that you think would benefit from that, please either visit our website or Honor Flight website. Put your
or if
application
you
in.
reach
you don't
out
get
to
it this
me, I
time,
have applications at home. I can get you one.
There you
So-
go. She's got to become our local ambassador.
I have lots of applications at home. I've been handing them out to veterans, and it's such a touching experience because they tear up when you ask them, would you go on the honor flight if I give you an application? And it's just like instant, yes. And it's
She's got a special connection.
it's emotional. It's very touching.
Well, thanks to both of you for coming in.
Welcome.
I
Thanks
wish
for
we
having
had more
us.
time, but we want to stress that if you'd like to help out the SILD Marines in any way, please go to their website, which is SILDMarines with an S.
Yes, sir.
.com?
Yes, sir.
.com, okay. But remember, May 21st at 8 o'clock, be there early,
Yep.
is the Armed Forces Day Run Walk, which, by the way, that's one way you can get more information too. Just show up there and ask a few questions.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely. Sandy will be there, and she'll probably have information
Yes.
there for Honor Flight and whatever. So, yeah.
And we will be honoring Alec Terwiske,
Terwiske, my son.
her son, who was killed in the Afghan War, and she is a Gold Star mother. Thank you very much for being
Thank
here.
you.
Steve.
Thank you for
always
having me.
thank you for coming.
Yeah,
in.
thank you. Appreciate you having us.
Thank you for watching
Thanks, Bill.
18 WJTS. We are local people watching local people.